called to talk to you about your daughter, Taylor. I've been in contact with the Fugitive Apprehension Unit because I understand that, as you know, they have a warrant for Iris. You're emotionally involved in this, and it just doesn't seem to work out. If you have anybody we should be talking to, I'd rather that we show up to their house or we give them a call and do it that way. Today is Tuesday, January 29th, 2013. And for the record, your name is?
Samuel D. Higgins.
Can you spell that for us?
Samuel, middle initials D, last name is Higgins, Higgins.
Okay, do you grant us your consent, your permission to both audio and videotape this interview statement that you're about to give investigators Rodriguez and investigators Home?
Yes.
Could you tell us your date of birth?
September 19th, 1985.
Are you currently on parole?
Yes, I am.
Do you know your IDOC number?
R42376.
And you are on parole for?
Prostitution.
You know why we're talking to you?
Yes.
Correct? We are talking to you because we are trying to locate two people. The first person that we are trying to locate, and for the camera purposes, I'm going to videotape this first, and then I'm going to hand this to you. This person, as you can see, her name is Taylor Lockhart. Have you ever seen Taylor Lockhart?
Yes.
Okay, could you look into the camera and tell us, in your own words, how you came to know Taylor Lockhart? But before we go, as you know, the second person that we're looking for is a person that has a lot of alias names, but we are looking for a Tyrese Anderson. Do you know that person as well?
Yes.
Okay, so in your own words, can you tell us how you know Tyrese Anderson and Taylor Lockhart?
Okay. I allowed them to stay the night at my house. And I also, the next day, asked them to leave because she was very much so, she was bleeding and, you know.
Well, she was what?
She was bleeding.
Bleeding from where?
She was on her period.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was on her period, you know, and on her menstrual cycle. And I tried to get her things to, you know, like pads and stuff for it, you know, and things of the sort, but I can't really, you know, deal with a person on their periods, you know, and blood all on them, twirling and stuff. So anyhow, they left. When they did leave, they went down the street to my friend's house. Her name is Darlene Harris. So I got a phone call, though, this the same day that I put them out of my house, stating that the news cameras and everything was outside of my house and that the girl was missing, okay? Now, from my understanding, they said that Lil Mo the police had chased him down the street. So I thought that they had hit him, that he was in custody, that he had been arrested.
Prior to starting the videotape rolling here and getting your videotape statement, you hadn't made mention, you made a statement that he was robbing people.
He was. He's been around here robbing people, sticking people up at gunpoint.
It's still his phone, even though it's a female voice.
That's her.
I know. We know that. But
yeah, I was telling Mo, this is Naya. When you get this message, give me a call on my cell phone, 773-587-9564, 773-587-9564. I'm trying to get out with you on some business that we have previously talked about. So, I mean, if you still trying to make that money, nigga, hit me back ASAP.
okay, you heard the greeting.
Yeah, if it's not about no money,
right?
Then don't waste my time with something.
Right.
Yeah.
And you identify with that voice as being.
That's her. Yeah,
that's definitely her.
That is her.
Okay, so let us ask you a question. I mean, you heard it. You heard.
She was on
said.
back pages. She told me.
Right. We have reason to believe, through informants, through people that we've interviewed, that, and the fact that they don't have no money, that he's trafficking her. He's having her on these streets working.
I believe that.
You believe that?
Yeah.
So we are now on our third week of trying to find Taylor Lockhart, and we got a pretty good tip from an informant that a known prostitute by the street name of Ecstasy, her real name is Darlene Harris, Darlene Harris has quite a criminal history. And, word has it that she has been in communication with Little Mo and the missing girl. And as a matter of fact, Little Mo's been trying to sell her an iPod, a couple cell phones, and a couple of things that were reported stolen in an armed robbery that he committed approximately about an hour ago. I called Miss Harris, played the role of a John. She thinks that she's meeting me for sex. She's invited me over to her house. She thinks I'm going to pay her $175 for an hour of her time. When I get inside, the fugitive apprehension unit from Chicago Police Department will be entering the building because she's given us permission by allowing me in. They won't need a warrant. We'll be able to go and question her. They are now checking her for active warrants. Hopefully the fear out of her being incarcerated and charged with prostitution and harboring a fugitive and obstructing justice and everything else that goes with it will get her to maybe want to cooperate and set up Tyrese Anderson, aka Little Mo, aka Death. And the scary part about this detail is that I'll be going in alone, so I don't know if there's somebody else in the apartment. I don't know if it's going to be Tyrese Anderson. For the first couple of minutes, I will be alone until my backup can get in, secure the situation. This is probably one of the most dangerous assignments that we'll have. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is what we signed on for. We couldn't be in the worst part of a neighborhood. We're approximately at about 82nd and Cottage Grove. Very violent, very high crime area. And let's hope that this is successful. Let's hope that this leads to the arrest of Tyrese Anderson and the safe recovery of Taylor Lockhart. Okay? Hey, can you hear me? It's Ray.
Okay.
I drove by a couple times. I got to be honest, there was so many people hanging around the front of the building. I was a little scared.
No, there's no one hanging in front of my building, so you must got the wrong building.
No, they went inside now. 8240, right?
Yes.
Okay, there was like three guys. I don't know if they were selling weed or whatever, and I just don't want to get robbed. All right, I'm getting out of my car and I'm coming over to you right now. Okay.
All right.
All right. Do I need to buzz something when I get there?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. Today's date is February 7th, Thursday, 2013. And for the record, can you tell us your name and spell your name, please?
Darlene Cavin.
Can you tell us your birthday?
1/14/86.
Do I have permission to both video and audio tape the statement that you're about to provide us?
Yes.
Okay. As you know, we're here regarding two people. One, we're here about a missing teenager by the name of Taylor Lockhart. Do you know that name?
No, I don't know her by that name.
Okay. You were provided a picture earlier. Do you know the person in that picture?
Yes.
Do you know her to be with an individual by the name of Tyrese Anderson?
I don't know him by that name.
What do you know him by?
Little Mo.
Little Mo. Do you know him by any other names?
No.
All right, for the record, when was the last time you saw this girl?
I say about a week, probably a week ago. Actually, she popped up at my apartment and she was saying that she had an iPod because she had sold me a notebook before. So I was like, okay, I buy the iPod. I seen it. I really wanted it. She was like, man, I'll let you have it if you get the money, but you don't got the money. I kept saying, well, I get my income taxes or whatever. So I give you the money. She kept saying, no, I got to take it with me. I got to take it with me.
Would you be willing to call her back and say, look, I got some money now. If you still got this iPod, woo-woo. Andrew, yes. All right. We're getting suited up right now. We are good to go. We've got a body armor. We got everything that we need. And we should be there real shortly. Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay, we don't have time. We got to go. Okay, what do we got going, Andrew?
Taylor has been making phone calls back and forth throughout the night, so we're going to try to apprehend her.
I want to connect it to this device where it's actually going to pinpoint the satellites of the last location she received that phone call.
I'm getting a voicemail. Not heard from her at all.
So you didn't know if she was
dead or alive.
okay.
Only thing that I know that people had saying they seen her. So that was like the only hope that I had, that she is still alive. So, but
Right.
I haven't physically seen her or contacted her or anything.
So again, what we're going to do is Andrew's going to cover the south side of the street. He's plain clothes. He's good to go. Gabriel and I will cover the north side of the street. And what we're going to do is when she comes out to get into the car, she won't know that we'll be. We're going to converge on her. We're going to take her into custody. She's coming out with this young man. We don't know who he is. We're going to have to secure him and make sure that he doesn't have a weapon or he doesn't put himself in a situation where he's going to try to hurt us, hurt the girl, hurt the mom, hurt anybody else. And that's basically what we're going to do. We're gonna get see over here, as you look over here, the gangbangers are out. So we're going to have to really use some caution here.